Stalker. This is a good movie, partially in black and white, partially in color. I gotta dig into this. It's not Tarkovsky's films are not things you just glide through. That's not the way you go through them. There's an interview with Jeff Dyer about a book about film about a journey to a room. Interview from 2000 with set designer Rashid Sifulin and composer Eduard Artemiev. Interview from the mid-1990s with cinematographer Alexander Kuneski, wherever you say it. Interesting film because they shot on, I think, a place that had nuclear waste or something. I think it killed Tarkovsky in the mid-'80s, and some of the cast and crew too, I think, died due to shooting on this location, if I'm not mistaken. And here's another Powell and Pressurger. Oh, there's another Powell and Pressurger I have. I don't think. Oh, I wasn't going to show. Yeah, I didn't show that. It was going to be Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. It's okay. I don't know. I don't know what to think, but I like this. Because it shows what the afterlife looks like. Not that I believe in the afterlife, but it looks kind of cool. What happens in the afterlife? That's what I bought it. Well, not just that. A friend of mine told me that was a good movie. Special effects are really interesting in this film. They were sort of ahead of their time. Jack Harduff, the cinematographer, and Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressurger with special effects back in the 40s, 50s era, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. You see the afterlife. That's what I find interesting in this movie. So you have film historians Craig Barron and visual effects artist Harrison Ellenshaw talking about the special effects, audio commentary, interview with Michael Powell on the South Bank show. So, this is a film shot on a red camera. The very first film shot on a red camera, Che by Steven Soderbergh with Benicio del Toro playing Che. Disc 1 is Cuba, when Castro and Che take over Cuba. Second part is him in Bolivia helping there. Commentary. Third disc is the making of it. People that participated in the Cuban Revolution and Che's Bolivian campaign. A document about Che after he died. And a look at the red camera. So, and you get a nice, well, you get two things. You get this booklet, and you get a poster. It's a box set, sort of. Maybe it's sold for $30-40, maybe, considering there's a third disc. But this is the DVD, so maybe it costs less. I don't know. It's a good buy. Here's some Samuel Fuller. Pick Up on South Street. I can't remember exactly what this is all about. It's it's a film noir, I guess you could say. But this is well, actually, would that be? Yeah, I guess this is the one I like the most. Shock Corridor, about a journalist who goes into a mental asylum to take notes as to how they're being treated, the patients. Um, I like the craziness of the film. It's a documentary, and Samuel Fuller, the director. Oh, he's come to investigate a murder. That's why he commits himself to a mental health place. And another Fuller, white dog, a racist dog that attacks black people, who's been trained to do so. Um, Paul Winfield's in this. Um, he's in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Uh, yeah, so white dog. To end this segment, that's Shoah. This is about a 9.5 documentary about the Holocaust. No footage from the actual Holocaust itself. It's from the modern day, meaning late 70s, early 80s. It's a gargantuan project. He interviewed all these Holocaust survivors and Nazis. They didn't know the Nazis didn't know they were being interviewed by a Jewish guy. But I don't know if it's an uplifting movie, but it's to make us remember that things like this can happen. And it's got the sticker that comes with it. It says, the greatest documentary about contemporary history ever made, Marcel Ophuls. So, yeah. You have to like documentaries. But, yeah, it's about the Holocaust. You might say it's more fitting to the Holocaust than these. Well, Schindler's List, I like Schindler's List, but it's very, things are wrapped in a nice tidy bow at the end of the film, and this is more, in a way, kind of more hopeless, more like what people, sort of like more what people went through than Schindler's List. Schindler's List sort of does depict it, but kind of cutes it up or cushions it up or spares it up and doesn't give you the whole brunt. But I saw a documentary on Facebook because I'm a member of an Alfred Hitchcock group, and it's a documentary. There's no music, I believe, showing all these Holocaust survivors and bodies and dead bodies, people alive, very starved, telling what they did, electrified barbed wire. So that's Shoah. So, all right. So now, I think part 3 is coming. Is it part 3 or 4? One. Part 3 or 4. You'll see when I get to the next section. Anyways, that's the end of this section.